All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for some real people out there. And in this video, I'm talking about a mystery in addition to somebody who was in the music world. And of course, we're doing it for people like you and like me. I got to tell you, people, I keep reading the same headlines: died of natural causes. Alec John Such, bassist, former bassist for Bon Jovi, asked a friend for help before his death, ... died of natural causes. Okie dokie. All right, so let's dive into this. This comes from TMZ. Before you laugh at TMZ, TMZ actually does investigative journalism. Some people would say it's not journalism. Somebody would say it's tabloid journalism, gossip journalism, but they actually do investigative reporting. And they're not just out there fact-checking people with little blurbs saying, to find out more about this safe and effective blah, 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 right? They're not doing that. What they're doing is, okay, there's a report here. We're going to read the report, and then you decide if this looks like a mystery. Alec John Such, the original bassist for Bon Jovi, knew something was wrong in the hours leading up to his death. Okay, that first sentence. So natural causes, something was wrong. So John, what did Alec John Such knew that he was suffering at that point from natural causes? I'm not trying to be cute here. Did he realize, you know what? I think I've got natural causes and something's wrong. And what are the symptoms of natural causes? What are they? I mean, just curious. I mean, is there a diagnosis? Dave, yeah, you've got natural causes. Okay. Can I do anything about it? Nope. Can't do anything about it. Does that sound familiar, by the way? What they said a couple of years back, that you can't do anything about it. You just have to wait for us, and we're gonna fix it. We're gonna solve it. In this case, Alec John Such did not get any help, but he did ask a friend for help in the middle of the night. Now, this is a weird story. It was around 2:15 a.m. Saturday when Alec woke up at his South Carolina home to use the bathroom. On his way back to bed, Alec called out to a friend who was staying with him. The friend, by the way, here is unnamed. We don't know who this person is. The friend helped Alec get back into bed and then left the room. Okay, so what was wrong that would make it so difficult for Alec to get back into bed? His friend then left the room. When the friend came back later to check on John, he was dead. How much later was that? Was that 5 minutes later? Was that a few hours later? This is according to Tamara Willard, who is the chief deputy coroner for Horry County. Now, this timeline is bizarre, and it leaves out some details, and we don't know why Alec needed help getting back to bed. And then we realize here that Alec knew something was wrong, according to this article, or maybe they're writing it into the article saying that this is why Alec died from natural causes, because he knew something was wrong and he needed help, and somebody helped him get into bed. I mean, if you've got a big time problem, a medical emergency, getting back into bed isn't going to solve your problem. If it's just that you're disoriented and can't find your way back to bed and you're asking a friend for help, specifically, what was the help? I've fallen and I can't get up. What was the issue here? So this is, again, opening up all kinds of cans of worms out there that you could easily do crazy, wild speculation on this one. And in the last few months, I've tried to be a little bit more diplomatic with my crazy theories, right? Because I don't want to be branded as somebody who's just, completely unhinged, but you read something like this and you're like, oh, 70 years old, died of natural causes, nothing to see here. I remember I did the video about Bob Saget, who was 65, and it was determined that Bob fell and hit his head on the headboard of the bed, because people do that all the time. People just fall on the headboard and then that's the end, right? And by the way, even if you hit your head on the headboard, and the headboard too is on the back of the bed, right? So, it's kind of a weird fall. You're falling from the side of the bed onto the headboard, and then that's enough of an impact to cause death. Yeah, so, nothing to see here. So this is what EMS said. It's believed he died of natural causes. No accident or foul play is suspected. They did perform life-saving measures, but couldn't revive Alec. Now, did natural causes create this problem? In other words, if it's a natural cause, what do you do to revive somebody who died of natural causes? Did his heart stop, right? Why did his heart stop? Most likely, if EMS was called, his heart was likely not beating. So we could say, okay, did he have a heart problem? Or did something else cause his heart to stop? Folks, this is just like, elementary school kids would ask, okay, his heart was beating, now it's not beating. So what caused his heart to stop beating? Well, Dave, it's natural causes. Oh, okay. So we have to all be very concerned because there's been a big outbreak of natural causes as of late. And if it's something else, I think we need a much clearer and more specific definition of what this is. This is a little bit mind-boggling for somebody who's just reading an article. So he knew he was in trouble, according to the article. A friend was called for help. Okay, so why didn't the friend call EMS at that point, right? Why didn't he just helped him get back into bed? Okay, we fixed the crisis. We got John back to bed. Alec John Such. We got him back to bed. And that's all I needed to do. I came back to check on him and he was dead. What? Something had to be obviously wrong. And most people at that point would say, you probably need some medical attention. Let me call somebody. So even if all my crazy theories, right? Some people would say they're conspiracy theories, right? They're tinfoil hat conspiracy theories. Just put those aside for a moment. It's kind of like the shooting in Uvalde. Why did people wait so long to do anything, right? It's a good question to ask. And even people who aren't crazy, wild conspiracy theorists have been asking that question. In this situation, I would be saying, okay, if he knew he was in trouble and he was asking for help, why did this person just get him back into bed? Why didn't they call for help? Like real help, They didn't call for help until after Alec John Such had passed away. And they tried life-saving stuff to revive him, but it didn't work. We don't know how much time lapsed between putting him back into bed and when he died. We don't know how long he came back later. That's all it says. Could be 5 minutes, could be 5 hours. We don't know. So again, I don't know. A lot of people should be asking questions, like news organizations with investigative teams should be asking questions, should be talking to this coroner, should be talking to this friend, quote unquote, who here is unnamed. This just doesn't seem right. Something does not line up. And more people are just losing their lives to natural causes. And it's interesting that, again, nobody seems to connect the dots on what could truly be going on out there. Nobody can say it. Nobody can talk about it. You just have to pretend. It's amazing the power of fear, the power of propaganda. It's so strong. I couldn't imagine 2+ years ago that we'd still be sitting here. And in fact, in some regards, we're in worse shape than we were then. We're in worse shape because you've got people who now seem to be just in a comatose or hypnotized state, right? Some type of mass formation psychosis, which you can't say, right? Because that doesn't exist. That's just a shiny new theory. But here's the thing about the psychosis part of it. I think it makes people just read this article and go, oh, what a shame. He was 70 years old. He had a great career. It's good that he and John Bon Jovi probably made up, and the Hall of Fame was a great experience. He gave a great speech, and he'll always be remembered as that guy who got everybody together in the band. And that's it. Nobody seems to think 70. 70's not old. What's going on here? That should be the first question. Not, gee, he's gone. You know, it's almost like we're becoming really cavalier about death. And we didn't used to be that way. We used to care about each other. We used to be concerned. We used to be alarmed at things like this. Now it's just, you know, hey, no foul play. What do they think? Somebody walked in there and shot him? I mean, I guess if you rule out that kind of foul play, but there may have been another type of foul play, which again, you can't really talk about because it is foul play. It's very foul play. There could be another kind of pervasive foul play that is affecting more than just, you know, former rock stars. All right. And people are silent about it. Like they don't want to even consider the possibility. Just can't even talk about that. So in any event, this is a mystery. This is a full-fledged mystery. Read that article and come away with what? That, oh, this resolved, closure, done, right? No, this just opens up a lot of doors to a lot of different possibilities. So anyway, that's the video on the topic. It's just ridiculous that we are now seeing people who at one moment are fine, and the next moment they're gone due to natural causes. And we really need to get to the bottom of these things. But my guess is people are probably not going to do the investigative work to find the information out and then present it to the general population who have, again, been told the same thing over and over again, even in the face of statistics and data and everything that's just exactly the opposite of what is being said in most of the media. All right, I'm done with this. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the button if you want notifications on videos, actually the bell, and just smack that button if you want to be a subscriber. I appreciate the new patrons and the new subscribers. I'll be back soon, so I'll see you then.